Sorry, I have kids too.
Welcome back to the Event Rental Shop and the Event Rental Journey. This week, the shop is in absolute tip-top shape, as you can see. Oh, sorry, that was just some footage from our competitors. Not sure how that got in. Here's our shop, and it's looking tidy and super as usual. Although this week has been really just ramping up towards the summer busyness. Everybody's busy at work as usual, doing dishes and cleaning things. And we also got a new order of items. We brought in two absolutely brand new tent styles, two 30 by 30s, some 15 by 15s, which are completely new to us, some chairs as well, and a brand new, we were using a used one. Now we have a brand new block and roll dolly, and this time the heavy duty one. Finally getting some decals done, just making it look more professional, and finally fixing this transition. So after kind of commenting on my previous video, we decided, hey, it's actually time. Let's just do it before we pull our hair out, so we have a bit of a smoother transition into the truck for those chair stacks. All right, so I'm heading out to take down the 20 by 20. Now, listen, I don't actually mind as kind of the boss, to do a few smalls, especially by myself. It's nice by yourself because then you can do a couple smalls. 20 by 20 isn't technically small, but I can still manage it quite easily by myself. Like, another person doesn't really add that much time to saving. But I kind of like it because then the other guys can be in teams, they can focus, and then if I need to run over to help somebody or check up on a job or do a site visit, I'm very kind of flexible, right? I went pretty hard on this takedown because the homeowners were watching out of the window and I really wanted to look pretty cool. And honestly, it's pretty easy to do, especially if it's not windy or if you're a man. Granted, I always find folding the tent by yourself to be slightly annoying. Certainly doable, but just a little bit annoying. We actually have a standalone video for folding the 20 by 20s. And here is myself using the soon-to-be patented super compact folding technique. Of course, it's always time to take the tent top and stuff it into the tent bag. This one's a little small for the tent top, but it makes it look neater once stuffed. And as someone with deep OCD, that's important to me. The neighbors, of course, were thoroughly impressed, so I was rewarded with a treat. I'm heading to a job to pick up some tents. It's 7:30 p.m. And yes, it is late, it is a little annoying, but you can triple up on the delivery charges if after hours. Some people, it has to be picked up at a certain time. It's very inconvenient. So just double, triple, quadruple your delivery charges. And, it sounds ridiculous, but it's very inconvenient. How are you, finding people at that time of the day? There are companies who are charging 10 times delivery charges after hours. So something to consider, some place where it's a little spot where maybe you can make a little bit of extra money. And we're slowly switching from the sandbag style pop-up weights to these blocked rubber weights, which just last forever, and they have a standard weight and they don't leak sand. We like them much better, although we still have a ton of sandbags as well. Here we are preparing a 10 by 20 setup. 10 by 20 honestly is a cinch. We lock and load and make it happen. Rewatching this footage reminds me that we got spoiled in the off season and we're really not as smooth as we soon will be. Also, I'm giving ourselves 2 weeks. 2 weeks to color match at least our upper bodies. I've been experimenting with shades of gray, essentially. Light gray, dark gray, and I think I'm going to go toward the dark gray. It just looks a bit more professional. A lot of AV guys have it. The only thing is it might get hot in the sun, but I think that's what we're going to go for. Client comes around, and it's important to remember, be nice to your clients. That's literally half the battle. If you're pleasant, if you're nice, if you communicate, they're gonna love you. Even if you have small mistakes, some issues here and there, just be nice, because it's half the battle. I repeat, it's half the battle. The rest is everything else. Compliment them. Say something nice. I know I'm still on this topic, but I really can't say enough about kind of customer service. This business is a combination of material handling, customer service, logistics. It all matters. It all matters, but customer service is certainly up there in the importance level. And it's also moments like these, while raising the tents, that I'm reminded of helmets. A bonk on the head is a company dead, or at least potentially. So I think that's something we're going to enact in the very near future. Some sort of kind of sleek climbing helmet to be used when raising tents. And it doesn't have to be used otherwise, but certainly during the raising process. That brand new dolly smell. You can almost smell it through the screen. Here we have our 10x20 with 500-pound block and roll weights on each leg, ready for the party. At another event, we delivered and set up 800 chairs. We had several events, so we actually couldn't provide the same colors. We had to split them apart. Client didn't seem to care too much, hopefully. Apparently they didn't care, but you never really know. They also had some of their own chairs, these ones here for like VIP, and then we had a couple kind of colors of chairs as well. So the first time we've ever assembled a 30x30 was on this day. Brand new. We made some mistakes. This thing is heavy because every single piece of hardware is steel. Huge tip. It is the hardest frame tent to set up. So if you're on the fence for getting a 30x30, consider that. We got Aaron here hammering away at a turtle's pace. And behold, the 30x30 frame tent. Tip of the week with the powered tailgate. You might not want to drive up the ramp and then park on the ramp, because then if you put stuff on the power tailgate, it's gonna like slide back into the truck. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. So here I am, I parked before going up the ramp. And yes, there's a little bit of a push up the ramp, but really it wasn't too bad. I still did it quick, and that way, like, it's manageable. You'll see what I mean if you're new to the power tailgate game. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. It's do or die now. Go do likewise.